I love you too much to lie to you and lead you on. I'm carrying a kid right now.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
It's 7-star.
Yeah, I already knew that though.
Trying to be all that I can be for you. When you're not with me, it's hard because it's only honesty. I told them I'm in love with you, but they're okay with being.
What's the word, YouTube? It's 7-star, bitch. I already knew that though. And we back with another video, another story time. So boom. Alrighty. So this story is probably one of my most deepest, darkest stories. This is one of my most vulnerable stories. Before I even get into it, this is no way to slander, bash this female or her family. End of the day, it happened. I moved on. She moved on. You get what I'm saying? Have I healed from it fully? No. But I'm there. I'm getting there and I'm working on that. So let's get straight into it. So this is the story of my worst heartbreak. So to put in perspective, I was with this girl for 2 years, and I was with this girl named Tykia for 2 years. Mind you, to put in perspective, this is out of a relationship where we did start off as friends. We were best friends at first, and everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? We went on my first vacation. We went to Ocean City in Maryland. So this is when I was still in the Marine Corps. I was 2 years in, 2021, and it was a great time. You know what I'm saying? The vacation was great. Never been on a vacation, so it was like, for me, it was just like, it was a first time thing for me, and I was excited for it.
So excited.
We had a great time. Met her parents. Found out that her stepfather was in the Marine Corps, so that we clicked on that off the strength of. I had a great bond with her brother. You know what I'm saying? We got along instantly because it's like him knowing that, like, oh yeah, him being a street nigga, me being, you know, just a regular nice nigga, like, we cooling and shit. And it was cool. We were together for 2 years, and that was my longest relationship ever. Promise ring, dates, everything, the whole nine. I wound up in August of 2022, moving into her family's house because her mom and her step-pops, they moved into the house across the road. And then, so I was living there. I was paying like $200 bi-weekly to live there, which was cool. It was cool. It was great. $250. My fault. $250. And everything was good. Everything was good. While I was living there, she wanted to start having friends of the opposite gender. So I'm over here my head is I'm even not trusting that because I'm I already know how that friend of opposite gender thing go.
Bombastic side eye.
But I trusted God, and I said, you know what? She's never given me reason not to trust her.
Real Lulu.
I'm not gonna say that I was the greatest boyfriend. I never cheated though. Never cheated. Did we have problems with me being a little bit too sociable with females? Yeah, but it was never on no cheating shit, or never was on no oh yeah, I'm about to go flirt with this bitch. You get what I'm saying? Cool. But this is where the heartbreak happens. July 2023. This is a month after our 2-year anniversary. Spent $2,000. We're on a vacation up in the Poconos Mountains. Great, amazing time. Come back with button heads, and we got into a big argument. I told her to get out of my room, which was a bad decision. So I tried to go, try to make shit right, and as she went in the bathroom, I went behind her. I tried to open the door. She opened it, she's closing at the same time, so we're both moving put mad force at the same time, so the door breaks. So I'm oh shit. Pow. Bust my face. So I'm alright, cool. I was upset. She felt threatened, I guess. And I was alright, cool, no problem. I'ma just go and I went out to a friend, and I just stayed with them for a little bit, and then I came back to the house. Long story short, she wanted to break on me over text. So, alright. We had a coworker, his name was Edgar. He recently started working there at our Jersey Mike's, because I also had the Jersey Mike's as a side job. He started working there June, and I'm on work one night. I had a side job, and she decided to text me and was just oh yeah, I don't think we could do this relationship thing no more. We're too toxic. So I'm the type of person like I'd rather fight for a relationship until like the very last breath, because I was like, we're gonna be together for 2 years. I introduced you to my grandmother, I introduced you to my mother, my family, everybody. I was like, this is a girl I want to marry. Because like I said in my get to know me video, I'm a lover boy. That's what I do, is love. Love is love. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Bring up me over text. I'm devastated. I go to the house, I get dressed, I just change my clothes, take a shower, get dressed, and I'll leave. Because I'm just like, I'm not staying in the house. I'm devastated. My feelings is hurt. We have a talk. She's devastated. And we're like, all right, we're going to make a promise to each other. We're not going to talk to other people. We're not going to deal with other people. We're going to get back together. We're going to work on ourselves. I kept my end of the promise.
You stupid.
Girls were trying to talk to me. I was dubbing them. I'm like, yo, listen, I'm not going to love talking to my ex still. We're supposed to be getting back together. So I'm not even going to do her like that. That's not my bop, right? Cool. Next one day, this is when the time the Barbie movie dropped. She texted me and was like, oh yeah, I'm going to go see the Barbie movie with Edgar. So I'm like, Edgar, like, I'm like, that's a random ass link up.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
So she's like, oh yeah, I'm only doing a link up because I was like, I asked everybody else who wanted to go, and everybody had other things on, so me and Edgar decided to go. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Kiss me on my forehead, tell me, yo, nothing's gonna happen. You don't gotta worry about nothing. He knows what our situation is. So I'm like, all right, cool. Clarity. I go out with my guys and, go out to a bar and just relax, chill, catch a vibe, things then. And girls were trying to come after me, and Cool. But I sat there and I'm like, all right, cool. Another night goes by, she goes to the movies with him again. But this time, she doesn't come back home until like 6 in the morning. So I'm like, oh no, that's mad weird. She came in my bed, tried to act like everything was normal. I'm like, yo, bro, watch out. Like, that's weird. I don't like that. That's weird. Weird. Cool. Next thing you know is that this is where things turn dark. She goes out another night, but this time she doesn't go out with him. She goes out to go get something to eat at Chick-fil-A, and the Chick-fil-A is right near Jersey Mike's. Little did I know that Edgar was working that night. She winds up not coming home until the whole next day in the morning time. And I'm texting him like, yo, where you at? She's like, oh, I'll be back home in the morning. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, what? Cool. I'm over here like, nah, that's weird. Like, that's kind of day room. And she told me whose house she slept over. I thought she slept over at our mutual friend Haley's house. Because, like, she lived in the complex thing, and it's like Haley's, like, in the next court over. So I'm thinking, like, oh, yeah, she probably just slept over at Haley's house. Probably was, like, stressed out. So I'm like, all right, cool. Little girl sleepover type thing. She tells me I'm sleeping at my good friend Edgar's house. So I'm like, mind you, I'm at work with the nigga right next to me. So I'm like, ooh. This is late July now. Like, I hope y'all cooking with the time out, because y'all gonna see how this shit turns sickening really quick. I'm there, and I'm like, nah, that's weird. So then I'm like, my mental deteriorated, because I suffer with depression. Like, I struggle with depression, suicidal thoughts, all of that. That's something I really struggled with since I was like a kid. I decided I'm gonna go to New York, get a mental refresh. That same weekend, she texted me the Tuesday. So that same weekend after they slept over, I guess she must have slept over at his house again, because Tuesday she texted me and was like, oh, I'm not obligated to keep a promise to protect your feelings. So I'm like, you're not obligated to keep a promise to protect my feelings. I'm like, why you say that? She's like, because honestly, like, you feel like you think that there's no competition. Like, at the end of the day, we gotta make this work. If you like, I gotta earn your love back. So I'm like, oh my god, cool. I'm not gonna think too deep on it. Go to sleep that night. I'm in the Bronx, mind you. I'm in the Bronx. I go to sleep. I get a dream that's like, yo, you think Taiki and Edgar didn't do nothing? I'm like, nah, they didn't. She never lied. She don't got no reason to lie to me. The voice was like, you're an idiot. Look at the screen. It was a picture of them cuddled up after they just finished, getting sturdy, getting sneaky as hell. So I'm like,
Oh, wow.
I'm like, nah, I can't believe that. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Another night goes by. I have the dream again. The exact same dream, and it played out exactly the same way. You thought they didn't do nothing? Nope. You're dumb again. Look at the screen again. Same image. So I'm like, ooh. So that Thursday, I go, and mind you, this is like the beginning of August now. I go back home, and I'm telling them, like, you know what? I had this little epiphany. Like, I'm gonna really work on myself to be the best I could be, so that way when we get back together, you got the best version of me. Something in my spirit told me, look in her journal. Mind you, as unethical as that is, yes, I do agree with that. Before y'all go in the comments, that was unethical. I do agree. but God reveals to redeem. Don't let that go over your head. She leaves to go get something to eat, so then that's when I go make my move. I go look in the journal, and all I see in the journal is, I feel bad for lying at 7. Me and Edgar were cuddled up. He was kissing on me, and I was so confused, but I felt okay, I guess.
Them gyal wicked, them wicked, them wicked.
My heart, my chest said, my stomach said, so I'm just like, So I call her, and I'm like, yo, nothing happened with you and Edgar, right? No, nothing happened with me and Edgar. Are you sure nothing happened with you and Edgar? Nothing happened with me and Edgar. What do I gotta lie for?
Why the fuck you lying?
Immediately the tears start welling in my eyes, my chest start hurting, it getting tight, my stomach starting to turn. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I ask her, I'm like, so you just gonna keep lying to me as if I don't know what the hell happened? And she's like, you looked in my journal. And I'm like, I did. And she started getting petty because she felt the way because I looked in the journal, which I try to give the benefit. And I'm like, all right, cool. Anybody would probably feel that way if they got their journal looked in. She was like, now you see, you were searching for answers. And look what you got found out. Now you see, I bet you won't search for answers again. So I'm like, you saying this as if you're not the one who did the wrong. And you lied about it. So then I asked her the fateful question. I said, Taikia, did you and Edgar have sex? So during the stretch of us supposed to be keeping things like honest with each other, we kept saying we're gonna keep things transparent between us. So then she asked me to be funny. Do you want me to be transparent with you? So I said, you might as well. You haven't been doing it this whole time. And you know what she says? Yes, me and Edgar had sex.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I never in my life threw my phone so fast and so hard. I just let out a blood curdling scream. It's like my tears started flowing down my face. I was hurt. I was absolutely hurt. And I didn't know how to feel. I was like, why? I'm like, of all people, our coworker? I'm like, yo, you're wicked. You're an evil person. And you lied about it. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, wasn't supposed to happen. It just happened, But you like try to flip it on me like it was my fault that it happened. I'm like, how you gonna blame me for that? I did not tell you to go in that man's bed, go in that man's sheets, take your pants off, and get sneaky with the nigga. So I'm here like, yo, you're crazy for that. I tell her mom, because I'm hurt, I'm devastated. I tell my mom, you get what I'm saying? My mom is tore up, because my mom a Christian woman. So my mom had like the spirit of discretion, so she probably had the feeling like, oh yeah, there's something like that's probably gonna happen. Cool. Taikia feels away because I tell her mom what happened. I told her stepmom didn't know what happened. I just told her mom, and she was like, I don't need you telling my business to my family. Get over it or leave.
Man, you stupid bitch.
So I move out the house, move in with my friend. Some time goes by and she's apologizing, and she's there like talking about something. Can we like work on us? Let's like work on it. And I'm like, I want us to work on this, but I was like, cause my thing is I'm so in love with this girl because it's been 2 years. So I'm like, all right, she's all I've known for 2 years. I planned my whole life on this girl. Like 2024, I was planning to propose to her in the Bahamas. Like I had the trip planned out, I had the ring looking at, I had everything like set up. So I'm like, all right, cool. The ball's just gonna have to keep rolling. That's gonna have to just be a hurdle we get over. September 21st, 2023 will be a day I will never, ever, ever forget. She texted me at nighttime, and she was just like, I love you too much to lie to you and lead you on. I'm carrying a kid right now. She was pregnant by Edgar.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And I'll tell you that literally destroyed me. From then on, I've never been the same since. How I look at love, women, trust, I've never looked at it the same. That destroyed me. It destroyed me, and even to now I still cry about it because it's just like, I'm over her, but the situation itself, it destroyed me because it's like, somebody that you look at so much love and admiration to could destroy you so bad. After that, she tried to get back with me and was like, we could still be together, we could still have our bond. Like, I don't want to lose our bond, I don't want to lose you. Because the kill is, after she got pregnant by him, they weren't even together. They never even dated. Then I find out in December that during my relationship, I was getting cheated on. Where the one friend that I was like, I had iffy feelings about, but she kept telling me, oh no, that's just my friend. That's just my friend. That's just my friend. Like, he knows I'm in a relationship. He respects I'm in a relationship. I find out from him, they were having sex while me and her were together. So at that point, that means the only time they started being friends was when I started living there with her. So that means while we were living together, while she was sleeping in my bed, having sex with me, she was also having sex with this man. So that's my story of my worst heartbreak. Like, comment, subscribe, share, post notifications, all the whole 9. This is 7 Star. I love all y'all. Safety, safety, safety. Bow.